A man in Phoenix walked into a police impound lot and paid $325 for a 2004 Chevy Express cargo van. It ran perfectly, the air conditioning blew cold, and it had a clean title. No one showed up to claim it for 2 months, so the city just wanted it gone. But that is not a lucky break. It is one of at least 10 repeatable strategies that budget-conscious people have been quietly using for years, while everyone else overpays at dealerships and drowns in car payments. Today, we're breaking down 10 genius methods for finding functional vans under $500. And if you stick around to the end, number 10 is the one that works so consistently, it almost feels like cheating. Number 1. Police impound lot auctions. Every city in America has at least one police impound lot, and every single one has the same problem. They are running out of space. When a vehicle gets towed after an arrest, an accident, or just being parked illegally for too long, it goes to impound. The owner has anywhere from 30 to 90 days to come pick it up and pay the fees. But when nobody shows up, and you would be shocked how often nobody shows up, that vehicle becomes city property, and the city does not want to store it. They want it gone. So they auction it off, sometimes at a physical auction house, sometimes through online platforms, and sometimes right there at the impound lot itself. The prices at these government vehicle auctions are absurdly low because the city is not trying to make a profit. They are trying to clear parking spaces. Minivans and cargo vans in particular tend to go for almost nothing because the regular auction crowd is hunting for trucks and sedans. They walk right past the vans sitting in the back row. The trick is knowing when and where these impound auctions happen. Most cities post their auction schedules on their municipal government websites, but almost nobody actually checks. Some cities auction every single week. Others do it monthly. The people who consistently find vans under $500 at these auctions are not lucky. They just show up regularly and know exactly when to be there. But this next method lets you skip the auction entirely and claim a vehicle that nobody else even wants. Number 2, the abandoned vehicle bonded title process. This one sounds complicated, but it really isn't once you understand the steps. In many states, if a vehicle has been sitting on public or private property with no owner in sight, there's a legal process to claim it. You file paperwork with the DMV or the state's motor vehicle department. They attempt to contact the last known owner, and if nobody responds within a set period, you can get a bonded title. A bonded title basically means you're posting a small surety bond, usually around $100 to $150 through a bonding company that covers the state in case the original owner ever shows up and tries to claim the vehicle. In practice, that almost never happens. The last registered owner abandoned the thing for a reason. They don't want it back. After 3 to 5 years, depending on your state, the bond expires and you get a standard, clean title just like any other vehicle. The process varies by state, so you need to check your local DMV website for the exact requirements. Some states like Texas and Georgia make it relatively straightforward. Others require a vehicle inspection by law enforcement first to confirm the VIN hasn't been tampered with. But the general flow is the same everywhere. You find the vehicle, document its location, file the paperwork, wait out the notification period, post the bond, and receive your title. People living on the streets or in shelters see abandoned vans all the time. Vehicles parked behind old warehouses, sitting in empty commercial lots with flat tires and weeds growing up through the wheel wells. The van itself might be worth very little on paper, but it runs. And for someone who needs shelter and transportation, a running van with a bonded title process that costs $150 total is a complete life changer. But this next method is even more overlooked than impound auctions and abandoned titles combined. Number 3, church and nonprofit vehicle donation fleet turnover. Churches, Goodwill, Salvation Army, Habitat for Humanity, and dozens of smaller nonprofits across the country accept vehicle donations every single day. People donate their old cars and vans for the tax write-off, and the nonprofit either uses the vehicle for their operations or sells it to fund their programs. What almost nobody realizes is that these organizations go through regular fleet turnover cycles. They receive a donated van, use it for a year or two to haul supplies or transport volunteers, and then replace it when a newer donation comes in. The old vehicle needs to go, and they need it gone quickly because they do not have room to store a bunch of surplus vehicles in their church parking lot. The prices they charge are often laughably low. We are talking from $200 to $400 for a van that might have 120,000 miles on it, but was maintained by the organization's own mechanic the entire time it was in service. The key is building a relationship with the fleet coordinator or the donations manager at these organizations. Call them directly, tell them you are looking for an affordable van, and ask to be put on their list for when they rotate vehicles out. You would be amazed how quickly they call back. However, the next method involves vans that are usually in even better condition, and the people selling them are in an even bigger hurry to let them go. Number 4, estate sales and probate court liquidations. When someone passes away and their estate goes through probate, the executor has one primary job: settle debts and distribute assets. And vehicles sitting in the deceased person's garage are usually the first thing they want to move, especially if the family does not need another car. They just want it gone so they can close out the estate. This is where the legendary grandma's van shows up, a vehicle that was driven twice a week to the grocery store and church, always garaged, always had its oil changed on time at the same shop for 15 years, and has maybe 60,000 miles on a body that has been around for a decade and a half. These vans are mechanically solid, often cleaner inside than anything you'd find on a used car lot, and the executor is pricing them to sell in a single weekend, not to maximize profit. They want this thing off the estate balance sheet. You can find probate sales through your county courthouse records, estate sale listing websites like estatesales.net, and even local newspaper classifieds where attorneys post required legal notices. Some people even check obituaries and then look for estate sale announcements in the same area a few weeks later. That sounds grim, but it is how reality works when you're trying to survive on almost nothing. The people who know about this method snap up incredible low mileage vehicles for $300 to $500 on a regular basis, and the executor is usually relieved to hand over the keys because it means one less asset they have to deal with during an already stressful process. Now, here is the method that people who live in their vehicles consider the single best kept secret in the entire country. Number 5, tow yard unclaimed vehicle purchases. Tow yards are sitting on gold mines and they don't even want the gold. When a vehicle gets towed after a breakdown, an accident, or an abandoned vehicle call, the owner has a limited window to pick it up and pay the towing and storage fees. Those fees add up fast, $25 to $50 per day in most places. After 30 to 60 days, depending on the state, if nobody pays, the tow yard gets a lien on the vehicle. They now legally own it. But tow yard owners aren't in the car selling business. They're in the towing business. That van sitting in the back corner of their gravel lot, taking up a perfectly good parking space, is costing them money every single day. It's space they can't use for paying customers. They just want it gone. Walk into any tow yard in America, ask the owner if they have any unclaimed vehicles they want to move, and watch their face light up. They'll practically beg you to take something off their hands. The prices here are insane. $200, $300, sometimes $400 for vans that would cost $2,000 or $3,000 on Craigslist if they had clean titles and a fresh detail. Some tow yard owners will even let you walk through their entire back lot and point at what you want. It feels like shopping at an outdoor flea market, except the merchandise weighs 3,000 pounds and has an engine. The catch is that you need to inspect the vehicle before you buy, because there's usually no warranty, no returns, no guarantees. Bring a friend who knows engines if you can. Check the oil dipstick for metal shavings, which is a sign of internal oil engine damage. Make sure the transmission shifts smoothly through all the gears. Listen for knocking or grinding noises when the engine is idling. And check underneath the van for puddles of fluid that shouldn't be there. If it passes those basic checks, you just found your van for the price of a decent pair of boots. But there's a timing strategy that multiplies every single method on this list, and almost nobody thinks about it. Number 6, the winter buying advantage. This is less of a specific source and more of a timing strategy that makes every other method on this list dramatically cheaper. Van prices follow seasonal patterns, and from November through February, those prices absolutely tank, especially in northern states where nobody wants to deal with buying and transferring a vehicle registration when it is 12 degrees outside with ice on the roads. Private sellers who listed their van in September for $2,000 are now staring at December with 0 offers, a vehicle they do not want taking up driveway space and mounting motivation to just get rid of it. Their asking price drops. Their willingness to negotiate skyrockets. And if you show up with cash in hand on a cold Tuesday evening in January, you have all the leverage. Combine this seasonal pricing with any of the other methods: impound auctions in February, tow yards in December, estate sales in January. You are looking at vans that were already cheap, now going for half of their already low price. This is exactly how experienced van dwellers stock up. They buy in winter when nobody else is looking. Now, if you are getting value from this breakdown, hit that subscribe button. I cover strategies like this every single week. Practical stuff that actually saves real money. All right, let's keep going, because number 7 is one that almost nobody outside the social services world knows about, and it connects you directly with people who are giving vehicles away. Number 7, hospital social worker and veteran service referral networks. Organizations like the Disabled American Veterans, the VFW, and the American Legion do not just hand out flags and host pancake breakfasts. Many of their local chapters run vehicle assistance programs that either donate vehicles directly to people in need or connect them with donors who want to give a vehicle to someone who could use it. Hospital social workers at VA medical centers are another hidden resource. When patients are discharged from long hospital stays or rehab programs and need transportation, social workers become the ultimate connectors. They know which local charities have vehicles available, which churches are cycling out their fleet, and which community members have called offering to donate a van or car to someone who needs it. And this does not just apply to veterans. Your county's Department of Social Services often maintains similar resource lists for anyone who qualifies. The trick is actually picking up the phone and asking. Walk into your local VA hospital or county social services office and ask to speak with someone about vehicle assistance programs. These referral networks exist everywhere, but they are invisible unless you make the calls. But this next method taps into a completely different pipeline, and the vehicles you find through it are often in better mechanical shape than anything else on this list. Number 8, insurance company salvage auction leftovers. When a vehicle gets in an accident and the insurance company decides the repair cost is higher than the vehicle's value, they declare it a total loss. The insurance company pays out the owner and takes possession of the vehicle. Then they sell it at salvage auctions to recoup some of their loss. But the thing that makes salvage auctions so interesting is this. A huge number of these total loss vans have nothing wrong with them mechanically. The damage is purely cosmetic. A caved-in rear quarter panel, a cracked bumper cover, a door that is dented beyond what a body shop would consider worth fixing. The engine runs fine, the transmission shifts perfectly, the brakes are solid. The insurance company wrote it off because the bodywork would cost more than the van's book value, not because the van does not work. At salvage auctions on sites like Copart and IAAI, these vehicles go for pennies on the dollar. While some auctions require a dealer license to bid, many states let regular people participate directly or through a broker for a small fee. And the vans that do not sell at the big online auctions often get sent to smaller regional lots where they sit for weeks with nobody interested. That is your sweet spot. That is where you find running vans with dented fenders for $300 to $500. The van will never win a beauty contest, but it will start every morning and get you where you need to go. By the way, I put together a free guide called The Veteran's Blueprint that goes deeper than what I can cover in a video like this. It includes a state-by-state breakdown of the bonded title process, a printable vehicle inspection checklist you can take to any tow yard or salvage lot, and a list of impound auction websites organized by region. If you want the complete resource, grab it from the link in the description. It is free. Now, number 9 is Pure Psychology, and it works on Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, and OfferUp every single day. Number 9. The Expired Listing Follow-Up Strategy. Every day, thousands of vehicle listings on Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, and OfferUp expire or get deleted without a sale. The seller listed their van for $1,500, got a few lowball offers, maybe one no-show buyer who wasted their Saturday afternoon, and gave up. They pulled the listing, and now that van is just sitting in their driveway again, still for sale in their mind, but no longer advertised anywhere. These sellers have already given up on getting a good price. They went through the hassle of photographing the van, writing the description, dealing with flaky buyers, and got absolutely nothing for it. Their expectations have been completely reset. Where they once wanted $1,500, they are now privately thinking they would take anything just to free up the driveway space. The method is simple. Screenshot listings before they expire. Wait 2 weeks, then contact the seller directly if their phone number or email was in the original listing, and make a cash offer at 50 to 60% below what they were originally asking. You would be surprised how many of them say yes immediately. They thought nobody wanted the van. You just proved them wrong and gave them an easy way out. And finally, the one that experienced van dwellers swear by more than anything else on this list, the method that almost feels like cheating. Number 10, the cosmetic disaster lowball technique. Every town has them. Vans sitting in driveways or side yards with faded paint, dented panels, rust spots on the fenders, maybe a cracked windshield or a missing hubcap. They look terrible from the street. They look like junk. And that's exactly why they're the best deals in the entire used vehicle market. Cosmetic damage has zero effect on whether a van gets you from point A to point B. Zero effect on whether the engine starts reliably every morning. Zero effect on whether the heater keeps you warm in January. But cosmetic damage has a massive effect on what people are willing to pay. A van with perfect paint and a clean body brings $2,000 or $3,000 all day long. The exact same van with oxidized paint and parking lot dents, the seller can't give it away. That's your advantage. You walk up to the owner of that ugly van sitting under a carport with oxidized paint and a spiderweb crack across the windshield, and every single thing working against them in a normal sale is now working in your favor. They know nobody at a dealership will touch it as a trade-in. They know listing it online will attract nothing but tire kickers who ghost after the first photo. They know the junkyard will offer them $200 to crush it and scrap it for parts. So when you show up with $400 in cash and say you'll take it right now, today, you're their best option by a mile. And they know it. Some people take this a step further. They drive around neighborhoods specifically looking for vans in rough cosmetic shape that have current registration stickers on the license plates. Current registration means the owner is still driving it, which means it still runs. Knock on the door, be polite, tell them you're looking for a work van and you don't care what it looks like. Cash in hand. You'd be shocked how many people sell their van right on the spot just because someone finally made it easy for them. The people who consistently find vans under $500 aren't doing anything complicated or shady. They're just looking where nobody else bothers to look. Impound lots that auction unclaimed vehicles every month. Tow yards overflowing with vans nobody came back for. Church parking lots cycling through donated fleets. Probate courts liquidating estates. And driveways where ugly vans sit forgotten and unwanted. The vehicles are out there, thousands of them in every city, in every state right now. If you found this useful, YouTube thinks you will like the video on screen right now and hit subscribe if you want more breakdowns like this every week.